Hey folks, today's lesson is about place value and rounding. So I've included about 4 examples for you to have a look through. You can pause the video as you go along, practice them, and see if you're getting the right solutions. Let's have a look at our first example, 1,267, and we're going to round to the tens place. The first thing you want to do is underline your place value for your tens. So underline the digit, look right next door. So we want to look to the right at the next digit that's there. So if that digit is 5 or greater, we want to add one more to our place value. So 1, 2, so the 6 will become a 7. We still have our 7 here for now. Now if it was less than 5, if that 7 was less than 5, we would leave it alone. So then everything after our place value will become a 0. So 1,267 rounded to the tens is 1,270. The number we'll be considering this time is 3,542, and we're going to round to hundreds. The first thing we'll do is underline the digit, look right next door. So we want to find our place value of hundreds and look right next door. If it's 5 or greater, add one more. It's not 5 or greater in this case. If it's less than 5, leave it for sure. So we'll leave that 5 alone. So 3, 5, 4, 2. We're just going to leave it alone. And then everything after the place that we're rounding to will become a 0. So 3,542 is closer to 3,500 than it would be to 3,600. Another thing we want to look at is rounding money, which means that we have to round to the hundredths, 2 decimal places, because there are 100 cents in each dollar. So we know that we'll be rounding to the hundredths position, so we want to find that. And again, we want to look right next door. If that number right next door is 5 or greater, then we'll add one more to the place value that we're looking at. 74. Okay, and we know it wasn't less than 5. So then everything after our place value will become a 0. Decimal 740, which we can also write as 4.74. And remember, when we go into a store, it's only ever 2 decimal places. And for our last example, we're going to look at 4.82, and we're going to round to the tenths position. We'll first locate our tenths position and underline it, and look right next door. So if it's 5 or greater, we'll add one more, but it is not. So if it is less than 5, we're going to leave it. So the 4.8 will leave. And then everything after our place value would be a 0. 4.80, which is equivalent to 4.8.